Hello all, how are you? I am okay. I am tired. It is like past 11:30. Ooh, brightness! My girls did not pick up their dirty clothes. And I'm taking off my makeup and brushing my teeth and stuff. So I thought maybe you and I could chat for just a minute. Because I just want to. So tomorrow we're going to church. I'm sorry about the light, blah, 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 la, la, la. Tomorrow we're going to church. And I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous because John will not be with us. Oh, come on. Oh, my hair is so staticky. I've had it down. I'm trying to wear it down more, but it's too hot tonight. So put it up in a scrunchie. John is not coming with us. We decided, because we were very burnt out on church when we moved. We were very burnt out, and kind of the move was kind of like our way of leaving our church without being angry, without having to come up with a reason. Literally, our reason was we were burnt out. We just, unfortunately, we were not being fed. John never went, okay? And when he did go, we were both busy because I ran the kitchen and he did worship, and I just felt like we were running around doing more stuff than being able to be taught and fed. And there were attitudes, and we kind of were feeling like the only reason we were still there was because I did not want to deal with family and trying to explain why we left, because we weren't mad. Nothing was wrong. We just were done. We just were burnt out on that church, and so the move kind of facilitated that. Duh, we have to move. And we tried to stick it out a lot, and it just was aggravating all the time. So now we were like, okay, we'll take the summer off of church until you're out of FTO and you can go to church with us so we can find a new church. Well, here it is, 2.5 months. Let's see, June, July, August. So yeah, 2.5 months. And we haven't been to church. The kids went to VBS in July at a cute little Baptist church, which is smaller than our old church. But John is very against going to a Baptist church. I'm not quite sure why, but whatever. I'll find that out eventually. I haven't looked at their mission statement or anything, so I don't know. It could be super weird for all I know. But there is one over by our Costco that I am interested in going to. I cleaned my bathroom this morning and I have no idea where anything is. And I got on today because okay, so it's the middle of August. We haven't gone to church yet. I am feeling like I need church. I need church. I don't, and this is going to sound awful, I don't read my Bible daily. I'm horrible at that. It was never made a soap. It was never made a habit of mine, and so I don't do it, and it's hard to do, and I didn't have it set as a habit before, or a good practice before I had kids, and now I have kids, and it's totally impossible for me to be like, okay, mama needs 20 minutes to read my Bible. That's not ever gonna happen. I don't even get to go to the bathroom by myself. So I don't read the Bible daily, and I don't listen to sermons like some women do, because you can't listen to anything with crying babies or mom, 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 mom. So I don't get any fed. Like, the most I get fed is watching other Christian moms on YouTube. And that's not even like, that's just them talking about it. That's not spiritual feeding. So I'm hungry. I need And with John being gone and our relationship the way it is, there hasn't really ever been a lot of biblical leadership in my home. And we try and change it, and he's like, I'm going to change it. I'm going to start praying with you. We're going to start reading the Bible, and it doesn't happen. And that's understandable because of his job. I'll just blame everything on his job. So I got onto this church's website, and where'd my cup go? Hold on. I had a water cup. And now I do not. Because I take pills at night. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to have to go get a water cup. So, I got on this website of this church because it's right by Costco, so we knew it was there. And I've read like almost every entire word on their website, and they sound, I have a sleeping child on the couch because he's having a bad night. He's on the couch. I'm sorry, kid. They sound just like a contemporary version of our old church. And I don't even know if they're contemporary. It just kind of sounds like they lean that way. So, we'll see. But, yeah. So we're going to try that. They sound normal. They don't sound weird. Like there's nothing going on that's cult-ish. It doesn't sound like. Of course, I could walk in tomorrow and it could be totally different than what they say on their website. In which case, I'm going to walk straight back out. I'm very, 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 very picky about my doctrine. And very picky about you need to be a Bible-believing and teaching church. And there's no, like, I don't believe in speaking in tongues. That was a temporary gift. We're not sacrificing anything. Communion is not actually the body and blood of Christ. And, it's a symbol of it, but there's no, this does not, the wine or juice or whatever it is, does not turn into the blood. The bread does not turn into the body. You're not cannibalizing Christ, okay? And so there's none of that. So they sound pretty normal. They've got a nursery, a small little nursery, and then attached to that they have, I think it's 2-year-old to preschool. It's like attached to it. It's just separated by a wall. And then they have a kindergarten to 2nd grade and a 3rd grade to 5th grade class. And then they have a youth group after 5th grade, which I don't have to worry about. But so there's places for my kids to go. And so the only reservation I have about it is it doesn't sound like they have deacons and elders. It sounds like it's a pastor-headed church, which is what we came from. Because we came from the Presbyterian, and they have deacons and elders, but the pastors make the final decision and not the congregation. Is that right? I hope that's right. If not, I'm sorry. I apologize. So anyway, that's my only reservation, is it's pastor-headed. But other than that, it sounds like amazing. And it's like 5 minutes away, so I hope it's okay. I'm going, they have a 9 o'clock service and an 11 o'clock service, and we'll see, because like I said, it's past 11:30, and I am not sleeping. Oh, I guess I could. I don't know, I hate, like, I take Benadryl every night. Sorry, notification. And, I'm out of Benadryl. I took my last one last night, and I don't take it exactly for sleeping. I take it so that I don't have an asthma attack and end up in the hospital in the middle of the night. But, you know, the nice side effect of even taking one Benadryl for me is and that's not happening. So I do have kids Benadryl I could take, and John has left over what is that, Z-Quil, but I'm afraid of that kind of stuff because I'm alone with my children, and I don't want to be sleeping so heavily that they cannot get my attention, or I don't hear the baby cry or something, or someone break in. There's another church about 5 minutes past that one. It's about 10 minutes away, And my friend sent me the address, and I looked it up on the internet, and I thought, oh yeah, that's another church. And they have Awana, but oh, what was it? Oh, I just texted her. I said, thank you for looking at that, but I read through their thing, and they do believe that the sacrament of communion actually turns into the blood and the body. And I was like, and there was something else. There was something else. Oh, they don't believe in tribulation or the millennium, I think is what I read. And I'm a pre-tribulation all the way. Christ is going to come. The horns are going to blow. The angels are going to come with him. Everyone who is a believer or has been a believer will rise, dead or alive, and will go to heaven with him. And then there'll be, what is it? I don't know how long it is. That's how bad I am at my Bible. But that'll be the tribulation, which is the set amount of time that the earth is basically in hell and overrun by people and demons and horribleness. And then Christ will come back. Everyone who believes within the tribulation will be saved. Everyone who does not will be sent to hell. And he will rule, make a new earth and rule all of us. So that's what we believe. And that church did not believe that. And I just, even the littlest differences, like you might think that's innocent. Like, oh, you can just overlook that. No, you can't. Because once you start overlooking one thing, you start overlooking more and more and more. And eventually you're going to find yourself in a cult or the wrong beliefs or something like that. So I'm going to be very picky about my doctrine. I'm going to be very picky about what church I put my children in. And that's just how it's going to be. So we're going to church tomorrow. If I get up in time to go to the 9 o'clock service, we'll go. Or we're going to the 11 o'clock service. But I am determined to go. Because I need something. And that and making some friends. Like I have my neighbor, and I have YouTube, and I have Facebook, and usually that's enough. Like I don't need friends, but I have gotten to visit with 2 of my friends back home in like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I realize I need someone to sit and drink coffee with, or I need someone to sit and drink wine with. You know what I mean? And if these people don't believe in drinking wine, we're out of there. So, we're going to church tomorrow. This was my little nightly chat. We are at 13 minutes, so I'm going to go. Thank you for listening and tagging along. I'm going to brush my teeth and maybe take a Claritin because I had an allergy attack the other night because my grandma's dog is sleeping with us, and I thought I was going to die. I had to go get my inhaler and everything. It was dumb. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you all have a good, fantastic, probably day when you're watching this. Sorry. But yeah, have a good day. Bye.